So the game has begun, and Reggie Bush returns the ball out to the 11, and the Trojan offense can begin. The broadcast shows us that Matt Leinart is 37-1 as a starter, which I can guarantee you will change after tonight. After a disappointing first drive, USC decides to punt the ball to Aaron Ross, a pretty solid return man who had returned 2 punts for touchdowns in 2005 against Kansas and Missouri. And even though we're this early on in the game, we've already reached a decently pivotal moment. So let's watch it.
Taken back to this season. Tom Malone, however, is over a hip injury, and Malone can just kill it sometimes. Sometimes he outkicks the coverage. Texas will get good field position out of this one. The reception was made at about the 43. Fumble! Texas man let go. Trojans have it. The Trojans get the football.
Well, I guess that's a way to get a first down. Say, USC, are y'all going to mess this drive up too? Apparently not, because 5 plays later, the Scarlet and Gold are up a touchdown. Now, this drive showed a clear divide in discipline between the two teams. One team fumbled the first time they got the ball. The other held on during this hit. One team hit a quarterback while he was out of bounds. The other punched it right up the gut for the first score of the game. Also, Lendell White set the USC career rushing touchdown record with that touchdown, so that's neat. Okay, Texas' turn to go on offense. And here comes the man, nay, the legend that we've all been waiting for, Vince V.Y. Young. He's got a lot of swagger, but he's good. Don't believe me? Keith?
Vince Young, 6'5", 230 plus. A lot of swagger, but he's good. His individual numbers shown here for this.
So the Texas offense puts together a nice pass to David Thomas that puts him at the 42, and 3 plays later, Mack Brown faces a 4th and 1. Now, this is an important play, even though it occurs pretty early in the game, and Pops tells VY that he trusts him to get 1 yard. I mean, it's a pretty solid chance, given that they were 11 of 18 on the year.
Hands the ball to Young, and he didn't get it. Trojans pile him up and roll him back.
Okay, so that was a good defensive stop by USC to stuff Selvin Young way behind the line of scrimmage. So next time up, Wait, hold on. Oh! Oh, he just overthrew him. Oh, that could have been huge.
Cottonmouth, Keith. I think the game clock operator had it.
We'll keep the time on the side of the field until the clock is fixed. The time on the clock will be 9:25.
Okay, whatever. So let's just fast forward a little bit and... Oh, you gotta catch that. Okay, whatever. So a few plays later after that, we arrived at another 4th and 1. Get used to it. And this, again, is a key decision. If USC gets this, then they can score again and go up 14-0. If they don't, then they'll walk away with nothing.
Hey, you got to have Bush in there for the push, don't you? Yep.
He's out there now as a wideout. Leinart keeps it. Boy, that's close.
They should have kept him in the backfield. He didn't make it.
Did you catch that? Right there. Leinart's foot slips, and because Bush was motioned out wide, for some reason, before the snap, he wasn't available to push him over the pile. So Texas is again driving down the field when true freshman Jamal Charles fumbles, although it's luckily recovered by Texas. And the very next play, 2 USC defenders pressure VY, which naturally catches him off guard, since at this point he's only at about 20% of his normal power, and because he's at 20%, the game for some reason glitches and applies that 20% to the other Young, that'd be Selvin, causing him to have one knee down while he catches it for a 4-yard loss. Because of these 2 mistakes, Texas is forced to punt, and a pretty solid punt pins USC inside the 20, where they drive down to eventually the 45, giving themselves 1st and 10 as the quarter expires.
Got it out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 2:21 to play in the first quarter, and we'll see Reggie on offense coming up.